This video is going to be the only video you'll need to watch to really have a holistic handle of this thing called networking. I've watched several videos on YouTube on how to network, right, before I decided to make this video, really to see what people are saying out there. What are some things that people are saying about how to network, right? And besides TED Talk, besides, some random videos here and there, I haven't seen anything quite like exactly the things that I'm going to be covering in this video. So I'm not only going to break down how I define networking, why it's important, and then break down 3 key steps, as always, to do this effectively. So let's get straight into it. Networking would be anything that you do socially for any reasons. So some of you may be watching this video and you're like, well, I'm an introvert. I don't really talk to people much. You network. Every single thing that you do socially is networking. The reason why networking is so important is because socializing is linked directly to our survival. And there are 3 main primal reasons, or I should say 3 main reasons which I'm concerned with as to why we network. So let's just lay out these 3 main reasons on the table so that we can use that as a foundation to bring in the 3 steps which I'm going to be discussing in this video. So the 3 reasons which I'm concerned with is number 1, allocate resources. Number 2, reproduce. Number 3, value. So let's break all 3 of those down. Number 1, allocating resources. So this is, in the layman's term, making more money, right? Making more money or getting more resources to survive, right? It's pretty simple. Number 2, reproduce. We network to reproduce so we can keep our human race evolving, so we can keep it going, right? Number 3, value. So value is just an umbrella for anything that, improves you, anything that improves the quality of your life, right? That's value. And so when it comes to networking effectively to be a high-level performer, it's all about being conscious of the relationships that we're building and actively seeking relationships to fulfill these 3 areas. And in this video, I'm going to rename them a little bit to really fit within the theme of this video. So we're going to say 1, allocate resources is going to be business. Number 2, relationships. Number 3, value. So now let's go over 3 tips in terms of doing these 3 things effectively. Number 1 is knowing what level of networking you're in when it comes to these 3 areas. So what does that mean? When it comes to business, what level of business are you in, right? What level of money allocation are you in? That's what I really mean when I say business. That business category is really how you get money. So are you on the level of going into a high earning industry, right? Because one thing that we talk about on this channel is increasing your skill sets with high value skill sets. So are you going into an industry that is a high value industry, right? So knowing, is that the level that you're in? Or are you on the level of getting a 9-to-5 so that you can allocate the funds into getting in that industry? Or are you on the level of starting a business? What level are you in when it comes to relationships? So relationships here, I'm really more so talking about building romantic relationships, right? So what level are you in when it comes to building relationships? Do you just want something casual, or do you want something serious? And then value is really more so about the key areas which are important to you, which you want to improve in, and really creating an environment which allows you to grow in those areas, right? So that's what value is there for. Number 2, before you go out there to network, is asking yourself, how can you bring value to those people that you're going to be networking with in business, relationships, or general value? What will people gain from being around you? You have to ask yourself those questions, right? How can I make this person more money? Being able to really listen to the person and seeing exactly, okay, here are the areas which I can contribute to this person. The third thing, this is also very, 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 very important. Because if you don't do this one, you might as well not do the second one again. Continue to increase your value. Continue to invest in yourself, right? Because this is exactly how you're going to nurture and maintain those relationships. It's by continue to increase your value, continue to invest in yourself so that you're constantly being an asset. And you need to make sure that these people have a willingness to improve. They have a willingness to being a high level performers. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for more as always.